now we come to the point of the meeting where we do impromptu speaking. So for that, I'd like to call up Shanil, Amelia.
Amelie.
He's our table topics master for tonight.
So, fellow Toastmasters and guests, this is the exciting part of our meeting today, if it wasn't already exciting. Table topics is about helping you think on your feet. Right? So, yes, prepared speeches are good, right? You have plenty of time to prepare for it before you even show up on stage. Right? But what about those times in your life when your boss asks you, hey, how do you do this? And you got to think on your feet. Or you're with a customer and a customer asks you a question and you got to think on your feet. Or somebody just puts you on the spot in a meeting and you got to think on your feet and come up with a good answer, otherwise you won't look good. Or someone just pulls you up in front of a meeting and says, hey, tell us about this. And you got to think on your feet. Right? This is the part of our meeting that helps you think on your feet. And here's how it works. I'll come up with a question, and I'll call upon anyone in the audience randomly, and you have to come up and speak to it for a minimum of 1 minute. So we have our timer here. Right? We have Vince, and he's going to time us. So if you make it to 1 minute, you'll see the green light come on. If you make it to 1 minute 30, you'll see the amber light come on. And if you make it to 2 minutes, you'll see the red light come on. And once the red light comes on, you have 30 seconds to wrap it up. And if you go past that, then you don't qualify for whoever was the best table topic speaker tonight. So I realize that we have a lot of guests here tonight, and I know a lot of y'all are a little nervous about what I just said right now. So I'm not going to force you to come up. Right? But what I will do is I'll get the meeting started off with some of our members. And once you see how others do it, maybe you can bring the nerve to try it yourself. So let's get started. Let's start with an easy one, right? So I know Steve was showing us an audio clip, right, from a previous meeting a long time ago, and somebody came up, and his first question in the table topics is first, right? What was your first job interview like? Vince, why don't you come up here and answer this?
My first job interview was very easy. I went to the United States Naval Academy, and it was basically living in Kansas, where you would support and defend the Constitution of the United States, all enemies, foreign and domestic. So it wasn't really an interview, and then the fun started. For those of you who ever heard about the Naval Academy, the first year you're a plebe, and a plebe is not a very good time in life. Let's put it that way. You go through a summer with Marine Corps DIs. Summer, you go through 13 weeks of Marine Corps DIs, and then you have, that's probably easier than the hazing or the upper class that comes back. They call it Hell Night on September when we start classes. And Hell Night, they get 1 night to do anything they want to you before you start your academic year. So that was really my first job interview. I kind of went through a hazing process to get there. But the good thing is, once you get through, you're guaranteed a job. They paid for my college totally. I got my master's degree in nuclear engineering through it. Had a job when I get out, had no debt, and it's a great networking experience. But that was really my first interview and my only interview. I had one interview out of that, and I started all my other companies